What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dan. This is Dan's Diamond Detailing. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's hot out here today, boys. It's like 80, 81 degrees. I'm spitzing. I got a little fan on in the background so I don't turn into Matt this evening. But stick around. Hopefully we got a good show tonight. I'm going to try a couple of things. You know how I do. I mix it up, try to work on things that I have issues with, so hopefully I have a fun event for you tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about one of my favorite brands all the way over in Korea. It's called Fireball. And I've spent this past few weeks kind of taking notes, and I will go over a couple of things. If you are just new to my channel, I did an unboxing of some Fireball products that I purchased, and I also got gifted by Luke, who is the lead distributor of the USA Fireball. So if you have any questions or questions or things that you're not sure, you can always reach out to me, or you can reach out to Luke. Luke Still, I believe his last name is, and he's more active on Instagram, and he will be happy to answer any questions you have for Fireball. And I also have been talking to the lead distributor in Canada, but that's not really relevant right now. But the industry is small and it's intimate, and I've been really working with Fireball. But my point, what I'm trying to say is, if you're just new to tuning in, I already did an unboxing video where I kind of went over like 40 different products. But today we're going to kind of deep dive a couple of products today, and we're going to end up washing this car. So stick around. I'm going to basically go over 4 solid products that we're going to be using this evening. And I'll kind of give you a little bit of deep dive. And then, in a couple weeks later, I'll do a couple more products and so forth. So hopefully you guys enjoy the show. Thank you so much for the fancy pin. And also, it is 2002 right now. So we're bringing it back, boys. We're bringing it back. It's the 90s. It's the 90s and it's the 2000s. So shout out to merch. Audio's looking good. Everything's good. I don't see any audio issues so far. Okay. And I think it looks pretty clear. I can see all the colors in my Pit Viper. So we're looking good. So let's move over to my camera here, which I have set up, and we will discuss a couple of products that I have here. That's not what I'm doing. I think I go like this. That one? Yeah, there we go. Whatever. That works for me. Something like that. Let's see here. How do I reverse it? This is where I mix it up. Okay, cool. That works for me. So we got a couple of products, as you see here. So I don't want to overwhelm everybody. But the 4 products we will be going over is pre-wash, bucket shampoo, spray-on rinse-off sealant, and a quick detailer / drying aid. It could depend on the situation. And we'll be using a Fireball Terry Bear towel to dry it off. But I want to get into a little bit of the deep dive into the 4 products that we are using today. So I have some notes here. Let me see if I can come on in here and share some screens. First, I want to go in and go to the website. Let's see here. Share. Fireball is in Korea. If you need to buy products from Fireball, most of the products are going to be available at fireball.usa.shop. They have wonderful paste wax. They have ceramic coatings. I am I don't know how to say it. I'm able to purchase their coatings now that I've taken, I basically expressed to them that I know how to use their coatings. And so now I have access to all their coatings. There are some coatings you can still buy without being trained or having some sort of certification. But if you really like their products, you can reach out and, deeper dive and get the ability to pretty much have an account with them. Let's see here. So the 4 products I want to, let's see how I do this. I think I have to, no, go to, let's see. How do I stop sharing? Did I not add it to the stage? Oh, I need to add it to the stage. Right. Okay. So let's go over that really quick. I was just briefly going over the website here. I believe Luke was telling me they're going to be updating the website. This was about 3 or 4 months ago. It looks like it has not. It looks like some things have been updated. But what's issues for me is that, like, in order to go to shop, if you see, you can't really hit shop and go to the corner. If you go down like this, you can get to these sides. So there's a couple of glitches that kind of annoys me on the website. It's not a perfect website, but it is pretty clean. Let me go to our first product of the night, because I know everybody loves to people love to watch me wash the car. So let me stop. Let's see. How do I share a new screen? I think I have to just stop it and just make a new one. That's another issue with StreamYard. You can't just add multiple share screens. Okay, so let's do the first one. Where are we? Snow phone. Should be here. Okay. All right. So the first one is called pH neutral pre-wash. I have, if I can do this right, let's see here. And then add to the stage. Okay. So tonight's show, we're doing snow foam pre-wash standard maintenance. They said dilute 1 to 30, 1 to 60 in the foam cannon, which is pretty good for dilution ratios, right? So that's only like 15 to 30 mils in a 1 liter foam cannon. If you have a heavier, dirtier car, you could do 1 to 20 to 1 to 30, which is, I would say, considered like a standard dilution ratio. And then the second, so let's go down that one. So I made some notes here. It's a pH neutral standard maintenance. We just went over that. How to apply, pour it into the foam can. We know how to do that. Okay. Cool, dry surface only. We're gonna we're gonna just pour 1 ounce. Actually, we're gonna do a half an ounce. So it's still in a half of you know how I do. I do 500 milliliters in my bucket in my foam cannon. So we're gonna do a 1 to what is that, 1 to 30, half an ounce for 15. And then we're going to, you know what to do. You know how a pre-wash is. Now, protection, I think they said there's no protection, all right? It's a pre-wash. They do have an alkaline pre-wash, but I don't have that. And then let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty straightforward, right? Let me know if you have any questions. I just feel like I want to get into washing. I'm not comfortable in this elements. I feel like some people could just sit here for like 2 hours and just talk about notes, but I'm just too ADD. Then the second one will be the bucket wash, which should be the show car shampoo. Now this one, I don't think you see it in the camera, so I'm just going to put it right here. This is also 1 to 1,000, and this is let's see. For some reason, when I click on dual like this, it just chooses one or the other. I don't know why it doesn't just let me choose Shift F3. Yeah, it's weird. See, like that, it's still small. They don't let me do even size images. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna get the notes for the shampoo here. Let's see. So get This tiny little bottle can do 10 washes, okay? 10 washes for $7. Okay, that's pretty good. That's not bad. And then half a liter, it's $25, which is an even better deal. And then for a gallon, it's $120. Okay, so this is an expensive pH neutral soap, right? It's very expensive. It's $120. I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about another option is $100 for pH neutral soap. This one also though I noticed it has titanium oxide protection. Okay, like I said, 1 to 1,000. In my notes, which I have to toggle back and forth here. Oh, can you see that? No, I can't. So I can't just add another screen. I literally have to stop the screen and just make another one. So you would think they'd be better at this. Okay, so in my notes, it says, all right, there is some slight protection in this pH neutral soap. That titanium oxide, where did I write here? I think it's like just a couple of days. I feel like I should just read through this whole thing, but I feel like it's really boring. I need to get comfortable. So anyways, in the bucket wash, 1 to 1,000, 10 mils, okay? And then the easy coat. Stop the screen. All right, share screen. Easy coats. Bring it on stage here. Okay, easy coats. Also, I have this in the 100 mils. Don't know if you can see me. I have to go back to the. Yes, you can see me. Okay, 100 mils. Okay, for $10. This is also dilutable. Okay, now I'm sure you're very familiar with an orange bottle called some sort of wet coat or something like that, and it's not dilutable. It's RTU, and I forgot how much that half a liter bottle was. Let's say it's like $20. Okay, just to be conservative, it's probably like 13, but let's just say it's 20. This 100 milliliters can yield you, I don't know, let's say they're saying 48 full vehicles for a half a liter. Okay, so almost 50, basically 1 to 50. Okay, so this can be 1 to 50. I know like Kataba and Luminous Aqua can do 1 to 100, 1 to 200. This is 1 to 50. I think for ultra concentrated on the bottle, it says 1 to 15, 1 to 25. So I'm thinking of trying this. We'll decide. I have a bottle over there. We'll measure it out later, but let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking doing the weakest dilution just to see how good it is at the weakest. Because if it's good at weak, then it should do very well. It's basically a highly concentrated gel, must be diluted, as we mentioned. It's a modified ceramic SiO₂. Easy coat bonds paint quickly, glass trim, PPF wheels, all that fun stuff. It's at 48 vehicles for half a liter. Half a liter is $50. All right, so if it's a $50 for a bottle and you can do almost 50 cars, that's about $1 a car. That's pretty cost effective. If I had that orange bottle of wet coat and I was applying it on a car, how many bottles of that, how many cars can I go through that one bottle of wet coat? Let me know in the comments if that's expensive. Because let's just say it's like 3 or 4 cars for that one bottle. That's like $5 a car. I mean, that's 5 times more expensive. All right, and last protection is 6 months, 4 to 8 weeks recommended to do every. Let me I spent a week doing notes, and I want to show off all my fancy notes. So I need to share screen, go to my notes, go to, what were we on? We were on Easy Coat. Easy Coat. Okay. All right, and you can see it. No, you probably can't. Let me go bring it on stage. I'm getting the hang of it now. I'm getting the hang of it. It's very tedious. StreamYard, if you're listening, your app is very tedious. All right, so Easy Coat Sealants, a spray and rinse sealant. I'm sure you're familiar with our spray and rinse sealants. The cure time is about 10 to 15 minutes. You can double tap if you want. You can kind of come in again, but I don't think it's really necessary. The duration is about 4 to 8 weeks, so let's say about a month. Simple directions. Once the car is clean, depending on how strong you want the dilution, it can even go to 1 to 115. We're going to use a spray bottle for that. Spray section by section. Okay, dwell and blast off immediately. The water will actually help cross-link, okay, the silica particles. Let's see, pH neutral despite its fast-acting bondability, its ability. So I was asking in my notes if it's, you know, where the pH is on things. So cure time, 10 to 15 minutes. And I said 48 weeks. Okay. And then last but not least, we have Grace. Okay, Grace is their quick detailer slash, I don't know, in the world it would be like detail, right? I have in my notes here like the highest protection sealants to their basically their waterless wash has the lowest amount of protection because it seems like all of them have some sort of protection. There isn't one product in the Fireball drying aid quick detailer whatever's that have no protection. They all have at least like a week or two's protection. Okay, so for Grace, we're going to apply it as, so there's two ways to really apply it. And they're saying compare to Pirouette, because Pirouette, I haven't gone over this yet, but Pirouette is basically their ceramic detailer. It's basic Pirouette. I'm not going to go into Pirouette right now, but basically Pirouette is just stronger than a ceramic detailer and not as strong as a ceramic sealant. Okay, and definitely not as strong as a ceramic coating. Okay, so it's in between that sealant and detailer, but we'll go over that later. So if you don't want something as strong and you want something like a little bit more of like a drying aid, a little bit more forgiving, and you're looking for that extreme like slickness and gloss, you're going to go reach for Grace. Okay, Grace is RTU, I believe. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Can you see me? Because I don't see that. Okay, yeah. So Grace, this is a little bottle, 100 mils, RTU. I have to go back. So anyways, this 100 mils is $7. Okay. It's an SiO₂ hybrid detailing spray that replaces your quick detailer, final wipe, clay lube, and spray sealant. So it's pretty versatile. For a half a liter, it's $22. For a gallon, it's $50. And for 19 liters, it's on sale right now for $200 instead of $300. Okay, so they do make bigger orders of stuff like this. Let's try this out. I'm excited to try this out. Where's my notes here? So there's two ways. For the best gloss and slickness, you can do it dry, but we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it as a drying aid. Okay, so we're going to wash the car. We're going to mist the panel. It's very light. All right, they come in this tiny little misting bottle, so you just need like 1 or 2 spritz per panel. It's very, very effective stuff. So that's good to hear because the bottle is small. And then we are going to dry off and buff off with the Terry Bear towel, guys. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys had some fun. Ho ho ho! Anyways, let me mix up the chat here. We got banners for days, boys. We got banners. So that's what we're doing. Okay, snow foam, bucket, all that fun stuff. Okay, all right, fireballs. Let's do it. All right, so let's get my camera all set up here, and then we're gonna add this one. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute this mic. That way, you'll still be able to hear me. All right, testing. How does that sound? Pretty good, huh? Let me go mute this one real quick. All right, and then let's bring this off to the wash cam. It's getting promoted. This will be my designated wheel cam, so I don't have to be fidgeting all over the place. Hopefully I'll be able to do it right. So I think I'm gonna have to, I'm not asking for Siri right now. Ultra wide big back cam. Look at that. We got the big back cam in the house. All right. So that'll just be there. I'm not gonna touch it. But this one's gonna be the star of the show here. All right. So, and then this one, let me just take this one off the stage. That looks good. Awesome. Oops. All right, so. All right, now I'm back in my element, boys. I'm back in my elements. We're going to be pouring snow foam. We're also going to be pouring the bucket. Hopefully, hopefully my camera's doing okay. There we go. I think we're good now. All right. First, we always get gloves, even if it's pH neutral. They said something about titanium oxide and all these other stuff in that. You don't know. You just want to be safe. It's always good, practice to keep your hands clean. So as we mentioned, we're going to be putting 10 mils in a foam can. So let me go get my foam can really quickly here. We got the good old Brugs. Give me some love. So we're going to pour half a liter into the foam can in here. I like this Brugs foam can, and I can see the layers. There we go. We're right at 500. There we go. That's 500. Okay. I almost did to 800. I thought the 800 was the halfway. Okay. Shake up your products. I think we went over this one before. I can't remember. I have a little bit. Looks pretty concentrated. I wonder how it pours. I kind of forgot. Then we're going to do 10 mils. 10 mils for what? There we go. Poured pretty well. Bright citrus smell. Like very nice and citrusy. I'd say a solid A on pour. There's still some residuals in there, but that looks pretty good. And of course, the quarter turn, mix it up, looks pretty good. Okay, all right. Then with the buckets, come on over here, Mr. Buckets. I'm gonna take this out. Look at that. We got buckets, boys. What is that? Is that two? Did Dan get two buckets? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Is this a 2-bucket wash day today? Why? Why is Dan really serious right now? First, what we do is we check the water. We check the water. Hold it. You see that? I can't tell if you see it or not. It's really high with the sun. I'm assuming you can see that's 24. Clear it. Okay, hold. 24. All right. Just doing that because I have nice water. All right. I'll turn that off. We're going to be pouring for the super ultra luxury snow foam. This is 1 to 1,000. So I need just for 3 gallons of water. Let me double check how many ounces I need for that. I think I need like, let me double check. I think it's 10 mils if I'm double check. 1 to 1,000 for 3 gallons. So it's 11.4 milliliters. So we're gonna say like 12 mils, right? 12 mils. So let's go pour 12 mils. Curious how this is going to foam for 12, and how slick is this going to feel? Because as I just mentioned, some new shampoo is mentioning 2 to 3 ounces. This is 12 mils. 12 mils is not even a half an ounce. All right, that's not even a half an ounce. Okay, that's a big difference. That's 6 times more concentrated. 6 times. 12 mils. How does this pour? Pretty thick. Pretty thick, right at the 10, and we're done. Right at 10, just a little above 10. It's still under 15. I can already smell it. It smells really good. It has like a fruity hair shampoo. And you can kind of see it. It has like some sort of like silver in there. That's actually really cool. It's like some sort of glossy silver. Okay, looks like I just got back from donating a life. I'm not going to say anything else, but yeah, so that looks cool. Let's go ahead and put it in the bucket, see how that pours. I'd say, C minus for pouring. It's kind of stuck in the bucket. So we're going to come in and fish it out. Okay. I'm just going to keep it in there. It smells good though. I could smell it right away. And let me, I'm also curious how long the buckets are going, the bubbles will stay. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Feels pretty good. Let's see how the bubbles stay. I'll be curious how they stay. All right, so we got the foam cannon set up, right? Let's get the camera back in action. And let's start washing. All righty. There we go. We got what is it? We got snow foam. They're pre-washed. It's 10 mils for 500 mils, right? 10 mils for 500 mils. Let's see how it does. Oh, let's do a quick peek at the car because it's nice and dirty today, actually. I have a nice and dirty car. So I might as well show it. Show the dirts. Okay, I was at the beach in the ocean and some seagulls. Some seagulls enjoyed some food regurgitation back in my car, and it's been there for about a week because I was there. I was there for last weekend, as I mentioned in my last live. I went on the ferry and went to the islands. So the car is actually pretty dirty. We drove like probably 500-600 miles since this past week, and very dirty. So and the tires. Let's see how the tire shines are doing. Right. So this was half and half tire shine, half and half with armor detail supplies by Ryan from Fine Detailing. Can you guys tell where the half is? I have a hard time seeing where it is. And they look really dirty too. They look really dirty. They look like a lot of the spray got stuck to the wheels, right? So that shine from Armor All really got these wheels pretty dirty. Okay. And then this is the rear one. This was with Yum Dress V2 and Armor All. I think this is from where I remember this. I think this is kind of like where the wheel was parked. So I don't know. This looks like Armor All side. And the wheels, again, the wheels look really dirty again. Yeah, they look like they got extra dirty because of the shine. So not key, but it's cool for me because I like to clean the car. Anyways, let's go up. Let's have some fun, boys. All right. Nice hot panel. pH neutral shampoo. Oh, also, sorry, guys. Sorry. Jumping the gun here. I brought a little sleeper on the party. Yum Citrus, 1 to 10 in the foamer, in the IK foamer. It's a little dirty here today, so I'm going to give a little help for this pH neutral pre-wash. Looking good. I don't want to do it in the sun. Oh, it smells really nice. Okay. Foam town, boys. I can smell the show car in the bucket wash. Really pleasant. This is 10 mils. 10 mils. Pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. Which is the weakest solution ratio. I'd say it's pretty decent. Now, they don't recommend doing this in the sunlight and on a hot panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to rinse this off rather quickly. I'm not going to let it sit too long. I'll mostly just keep an eye on it from drying. How does that look in the camera, guys? I'll take a quick peek over here. See the internet. Hopefully, I haven't been muted for like 25 minutes. All right, we good? Looks decent. Looks like it looks like some pretty good clean time from the camera that I can see here. This is 10 mils, 10 milliliters in half, right? Half a liter. Half a liter. So 10 mils, half a liter. I don't know what the math is right now. I think I was supposed to do 10 mils for 1 liter. So yeah. Yeah, my math is little not thinking about that right now. I'm using the Ethos pressure washer gun. Rinse offs really well. Not a I see a surfactant underlayer, but it rinses off incredibly well. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see how this rinses? Look at that. Like such quick pass over. I don't really have to. That's really fast. That's really nice. It's not getting stuck in the cracks or anything like that. So again, if you're washing for speed and efficiency, again, this is a pH neutral. So you're not really washing this because the car is super dirty. You're kind of just doing this more of a maintenance wash for ceramic coated cars. And you see how fast that rinsed off really easily, right? So that's good. Not getting stuck in the wipers. That's good. Did I say wipers? I meant the side mirrors. Yeah, not bad. Good rinse off. I'm smelling the show car shampoo behind me. It smells really good. Pretty concentrated stuff for just a tiny little bit we used. It's pretty good. And then with Yum Citrus down here, it's definitely I could tell that it definitely kind of cut through the grime here. All right. Yeah. This rinse off pre-wash is excellent. And it's clinging just enough that I like too. All right, let's come into the other side here. Hopefully you're not getting splashed with water. And then let's see here. That looks good enough. Good enough, boys. So bear with me, guys. I'm practicing a couple of angles. As I mentioned, I have this secondary camera here. I'm going to be using this as a wheel camera because this mount can get a little bit lower. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be doing a little bit more lower shots. See if that's key. All right. Let's get back with some more pre-wash, okay? First, we're going to come in with some Yum Citrus, 1 to 10. I'm sorry, Luke or Fireball. I don't know what your citrus is. If I had your citrus, I would be using it. But I'm a big fan of Yum Citrus, 1 to 10. It's a really good, comfortable dilution ratio. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that looks cool on camera. And now we're just going to foam on top of it. Alrighty. Nice citrusy smell. I can tell the difference between Yum Citrus and the citrus coming from Snow Foam. I think the citrus from Snow Foam is a little bit stronger, but I do notice the smell of Yum as well. So I'd say we have just enough for the back. So I'm going to save this for the back. And I'm going to get the camera over there, or I'm going to get the pressure washer and stuff over here ready. So a little bit quicker for me. Okay. Now let's come in and rinse this off. Now, normally I would recommend not doing stuff like this in sunlight, but because I'm a content influencer, I'm doing things outside of the box. But basically, try your best to follow the directions completely. And yes, if you have the luxury to do this out of the sun, nice cool panels, don't let things dry. Okay. Rinse from top to bottom. Very good clean time, right? This is out of the sun, so I'm not as worried about the stuff that's out of the sun. Very good clean time. I I'm looking at some of the craziest beads on my roof. I don't know what's up here. I haven't put anything crazy up here. It's just been like bead maker and it's been Tech 582. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a wax from months ago, but it's just beating like nuts. All right, let's keep going. I just get excited with some really nice beads. How about you guys? What are your thoughts? Do you like some good hydrophobic? Now, here's a discussion I would like to bring up. Hydrophobics. Everyone shows videos of their cool hydrophobics, and for the most part, I mean, unless the bead angle is super crazy high, I don't know, guys. It's really hard to tell if something is more hydrophobic or not. I mean, if it's hydrophobic and it looks good, then that's fine for me, man. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are chasing. What are your thoughts? Are you happy with it just hydrophobic, or are you looking for specific contact angles and whatnot? Let me know your thoughts on it. This rinse off is just a breeze. You see how fast it rinsed off? It's super nice. Super nice. All right. That was very, very enjoyable. All right, so come in here, get my hose out, and then let's do a quick rear ski. I don't, well, actually, my car is looking kind of dirty. So let's go ahead and let's see right now. Actually, let's just raise it up. Raise it up. And then do back. Oh, look at that. That's looking better. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at the angles. We're coming in with the angles. Coming in with the angles. All right. What are we doing, guys? You guessed it. Yum, citrus, 1 to 10. You guessed it. What are we doing after it? That's correct. We are going to be spray foaming it. All righty. Let's make sure you're not in the way here. This is in direct sunlight, so we're going to be really quick with it. Really good pattern. And whatever is left here, looks like there's less than 100 mils of snow foam. All right. So half a liter was just enough without doing the tires. It was just about enough. Okay. And because it's in the direct sunlight, I'm not going to let it dwell for very long. Just get all the overspray off since we did panel by panel on this particular pre-wash. It's always safe to do panel by panel if you're not comfortable working in an very unforgiving environment. Don't hesitate to work in sections, okay? All right, roof is rinsed off. Let's come in and rinse it off now. Very good dwell time for a pre-wash. This is a pH neutral pre-wash. A little bit of citrus kind of helping it out. And yeah, as I mentioned multiple times today, the surfactant secondary layer here, very easy to rinse out. It's not like getting stuck and reactivating in the crack. So I'm a big fan of that. Good. Cutting right through that. Oh, look at the beads out here. So nice. Especially on the bumper. All right. Very good. My car's been begging for this wash. It's been a pretty dirty week. I'll just say that it's been a pretty dirty week. Let's come on down. How you guys liking the video so far? Hopefully you've been enjoying this. Let's see, camera, ultra wide. There we go. That looks pretty cute. And then let's take a look at this bucket here. The soap has already kind of like corrected itself, which I'm not a fan of. I mentioned that with Blue Crush. I'm not a fan how the soap corrects itself like that. It's super clear already, right? Right. But if I touch it, which we will be using today, we will be using the Wash Boss Junior. Wash Boss Junior. If you just touch it, it should activate pretty easily. No, not really. Nope. Oh, there we go. A little bit. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to town. I want to see how slick this is without. Should I foam on the car? What do you think? Should I do a little foam on the car? I don't think it's necessary. We'll just come in with the soap. This is an ultra. This is their highest, most luxurious pH neutral soap. I think Fireball has 3 or 4 types of pH neutral shampoos, and one line has 4 different fragrances, as I've showed you in the 1 liter bottles. Definitely slick. I'm gonna assume it's. Oh yeah, there you go. Once I kind of squeeze the soaps out, it smells really nice. I'd say it's a solid B plus on fragrance. Not super strong. And then we're gonna come in and, oh, you don't see me, but we're gonna dump with the clean bucket, clean water, dunk it out, and come back in with the soap. This is a 2 bucket method, which isn't really as popular anymore. Not as slick on the glass as it is on the paint. I want to do what I want to do is I want to come in with the foam cannon. Let me come in with the foam cannon, guys. Let me just try it a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more snow foam. Hey, just behind a little bit of behind the scenes here. I'm adding some more water to the pressure washer foam cannon. I'm gonna do a quick glug glug method. Oh, this snow foam pours very well. I'm a big fan of how the pre-wash foams. The show car one is a little bit viscous for me, but if it's 1 to 1,000, it still does really well. Then I'm not going to complain. All right, let's try the. Let's try this with a little bit of soap on it already. I don't know what the solution ratio is, but it looks pretty similar. I kind of just, you know me, I just kind of eyeballed it lightly. All right, I'm coming with the soap. Oh yeah, definitely slicker now. Definitely slicker. And you see how this rinses off really well. Not too bad. Not too bad. I do want to double the concentration, but I'm not going to do that for this live. I'll try that privately. But right now, what you're looking at is 10 mils of bucket soap in 3 gallons. Okay, clean side. Come with the clean side. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay. We're using the 2 bucket methods or dunking in the clean. And I don't know. I'm thinking about not doing the whole car right now. I think I'm just going to do the car just for testing, and I'll wash it later. Okay, so we dunked it with a clean bucket, which makes no sense for me because it doesn't feel any different. You're just adding, an extra 3 gallons of water. I think instead of a two bucket method, which again, I'm not going to talk about that for an hour, but I think if you have a solid pre-wash game and you really know how to deal with rinsing off, basically getting your car clean enough that it's just a film layer, you shouldn't really have to worry about all the dirt in the wash bucket. I think if you're a person that doesn't do pre-wash, you're just a rube or a noob that just kind of basically just foams straight on and just washes the car and then rinses it off and dries it without any pre-wash. You're probably gonna have so much dirt in your wash bucket that I would say it's imperative to have a two bucket method. But like I said, if you have a solid pre-game wash, it shouldn't have to be an issue at all. Yeah, it's very slick. I feel like the Blue Crush was a little bit more slick. Blue Crush felt more slick. Blue Crush had a little bit more lubricity. I'm mentioning Blue Crush because that was my most recent wash, so it's easier for me to kind of like compare. I didn't do Blue Crush with the 2 bucket method, but it's okay. We'll survive, guys. We'll survive. But it's yeah, it's not too bad. Actually, I'm actually gonna have to rinse off the rest of the car because I'm gonna come in with Easy Coat. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna use the Easy Coat, so I do need to kind of clean the rest of the car here. So we're just foaming on a little bit of more snow foam. This is just snow foam. There you go. Wall time is great on snow foam. That nice lather where it's not too heavy, it's not too shaving creamy. And you know what? All right. Looks really nice. Just gonna get through this really quickly. Come in with the clean side. Yeah, I like this. I like the snow foam more than the show car. I don't really smell the show car as much anymore since when I poured it and when I kind of aerated it in the bucket. I smell more of the citrus. I mean, I guess I did just foam it on. Let me do a little dunk. Hi, guys. I know. My baby's watching me. All right, I'm gonna be quick here. Okay. All righty, big strokes because we're real fast here, folks. Big strokes. Shout out to big strokes, guys. Clean side, coming with the clean side. Hashtag big strokes. If you know, you know. All right. Okay. And then for funsies, I'm just going to spray the rear real quick and the back because it's kind of drying a little bit. So just spray here stuff that's kind of drying. All right. And then we're going to come in and rinse this all off here. Actually, after I do the rear. Yeah, 2 bucket method. Honestly, I don't. Oh, it's really slick on the roof now. Coming in with the second time, it's like way slicker now. This show car shampoo has titanium oxide. It's not for protection, but it's supposed to give an extra layer of slickness and a minor protection, very minimal. Let me just blaze through this really quickly. Okay, that's nice and clean. I like this Wash Boss Junior. It's a good size. It's a good size for my hand. All right, rinse time, guys. Rinse. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Yeah, and I said, for the 5th time tonight, this rinse off is really nice. It's a really good rinse off. Look how fast it's just kind of just not being reactivated. Really nice. Okay. Help you wash off the car pretty quickly here. All right, so now we're gonna come in with the Easy Coat, which is a spray and rinse off sealant. And I'm gonna dilute it in the weakest solution ratio, which I believe they recommended is 1:50. So we're gonna get about 5 mils with 250 mils of water, which I already have ready. I'll just pour it for the coat to. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely buy more of this snow foam if I personally didn't have like 60 pre-washes. Um, for a person who has a ceramic coated car, they wash their car often. You don't really want a super alkaline pre-wash. So having a good safe pH 7 with good lubricity, it's nice to have in your arsenal for sure. And if you like a smell of citrus, Check out Snow Foam by Fireball. Now, Easy Coat, boys. Easy Coat. Don't you know we got the Easy Coat? All right, so how do we do this here? All right, now it should follow me. Turning into Matt out here. Nice and hot. It's like 80 something degrees out here. We are going to take Easy Coat. As I mentioned, Easy Coat is a spray and rinse off sealant. They recommend, what is it? What do they recommend for Easy Coat? 1 to 30 to 1 to 50, or if really strong, 1 to 15 to 1 to 25. So we're going to do 1 to 50. And I think if my notes are correct, that is 5 mils, because I'm going to use 250 mils, okay? And I already pre-poured distilled water here. So we got 250 mils of distilled water. I'm going to use one of my favorite brands out there, Labo Cosmetica's bottle. We're going to pour our water in first. And we're going to make our own wet coat, which they call Easy Coat. Okay. Spray on, rinse off sealant. So we got 250 mils here. Okay. And we are going to be pouring 5 mils of their product. So always shake up your bottles. Shake, 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 shake. Don't forget to shake it. Okay. All these are concentrated. If they're saying it's about $1, a full bottle is about $1. Okay. So we're going to weigh out 5 mils. There's 5. Kind of like gel-like, as they say. It's like a gel. Still pours very well. And it's an A for pour. There's still a little bit there, but I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, pretty good. So this is 1 to 50, 250 mils of distilled water, 5 mils of product. Shake it up. Now let's see how this does. Let's see. It's going to be hard to see because my car is not flat, so this might not be the best. Let's see how I do this here. There we go. Ugh, this is funny. So basically, just turn it around like this. There we go. And then look down. We are going to be spraying this and rinsing it off. So let's make sure the pressure washer is still active. There he is. Okay. And we're going to be coming in 1 to 50 for Easy Coat. Just like a couple of spritz. There we go. Now we got the bottle going. And let's rinse it off. Okay. Let's make sure you can already see it kind of moving there. See that froth line? We're going to rinse that froth line off. This is a great topper for your ceramic coating. They recommend doing this every 4 to 8 weeks. Okay, it'll give you about 1 month to 2 months of protection, depending on your situation. If you're sitting outside in the sun 24 hours a day, like I am, and you have lawnmower people coming by your house every couple of days, just unnecessarily mow lawns that don't even need to be mowed, your car will get pretty dirty. So let's go ahead and get some more here. I think you can see the second camera, but I don't know. I do like how it's like slightly clearish blue, cloudy. Kind of reminds me of reactive rust, not reactive rust, but rapid rinseless wash by Coach Chemi. So the water in the high pressure activates the cross linking of the silicon. Not too bad. There's no fragrance to it. Like I think Kataba Wet Coat and Luminous Aqua has a really nice fragrance. There's not much any fragrance to this at all. And I want to see, how can I do this now? I have the Keeve nozzle. I wonder if the Keeve nozzle would work. I'm curious. No, I don't think it. I'm not going to bring it out. I'm not thinking right. But this is pretty cost effective way of doing a spray on rinse off sealant. If you are in the market and you're looking for something that's dilutable, this is their weakest dilution. Okay. So you can make it about 5 times stronger if you really want to. See all that froth right there? We're going to rinse that froth off. Yeah, rinses off. Very nice. I'm going to try this again when we have the, I have a couple of cars coming that have no protection. So it'll be nice to try it with protection here. And last but not least, the butt, the rear end. So we're just going to get a couple of spritzes. Like 4 spritzes. And I get it all up and down there. And then come in with a nice steady rinse off here. And this should increase the slickness as well. I think they said the cure time is about 10 to 15 minutes. And like I mentioned earlier, the duration is about 4 to 8 weeks, depending on your situation. So, and I always say it's the shortest period. So let's say 4 weeks. Okay, really nice. And did we do the rear? I don't think so. I mean, did we do the other side? I don't think so, but I don't think it's necessary. I think it's okay. I think we'll survive, boys. I think we got most of it done. Let me come in and dry off the car now with a little bit of grace, with a little bit of poise and a little bit of grace. And we are going to see how that is. We're going to use the Terry Bear towel, which I've never used yet. Let me read the comments for a second here. I'm going to let it cure for 5 minutes here. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes and let it cure. And go to StreamYard and see how everything is doing. Oh, hands are sweaty. Where are we taking this clean machine this weekend, Dan? The clean machine. What is the clean? Costco, yes. B. Riley knows very well. Home Depot, yes. Also, yes. Home Depot. All right, where are we at here? Is the knockoff Keys nozzle called the Keeve nozzle? Yes, it is. You know what I was going to do is I was going to plug in my garden hose and use the mist, because mist does really well with beads, but not a good example for this car because the car is already like hydrophobic as a mother right now. So it's not really the best to kind of look, it's flat. Now if I kind of like polished an area of the car, did a little quick polish, which, you know, for me, that's like an hour, and then showed a demonstration, it would be probably pretty cool, but nah. Okay. Catch up. I'm going to read the comments really quick. Sheep hasn't done an exothermic reaction video. That's funny. Dan, the words might not be the best, have never been said next to that high performance machine your client has. What am I missing? I'm gonna have to read up on this. How to go out of business by Ivan. Oh God, I'm gonna have to read all this stuff later. Okay, let's come in and dry off with the Terry Bear towel, and we're gonna be using Grace. 100 mils, very tiny little misting bottle, 1 or 2 spritz per panel. You don't need very much at all. If you know, I was talking to Luke. Luke likes to use this towel as his wash mediums. You know, I was using the wash Bosch by Thor. He likes towels. Now, I've said my opinion on towels with wash mediums. They're not very slick. They're not very good at releasing the dirt very properly. And if you're not really good at pre-washing, then you're going to have a hard time with towels. But he says this does a very good job. It's kind of like the double flip method. I haven't used this towel yet, so let's go over it real quickly. Plush reminds me very similar to, it's like a cross between the Gauntlet, has that plushness of like the Gauntlet, and it has like the firmness of Weapon of Mass Drawing. It almost looks like a Weapon of Mass Drawing too. It kind of has that section, kind of has that like recessed waves, and it's the same size. It's the same. It's not like dual sided. It's the same texture. Dan, can we get at least 2 wheels cleaned? I might have some money on this. Oh gosh, that's funny. I was debating if I was going to clean some wheels because we do have some premium wheel and tire. So stay tuned for that. It's this is RTU up to 1 to 5. They even recommend this 1 to 5 interiors and engine bays and interiors. I question that, the interior part, but they recommend 1 to 3 ideally for the wheels. Well, we got some more stuff. All right, guys, stick around there later. So we're gonna go ahead and dry the car off with a little grace, a little poise and a little grace. Come in there. Hopefully this is clear enough space. I don't know why I can't make it bigger. I mean, I can make that one bigger, and that one's not even very clear. What did I do here? Do 2. Oh, look at that. Now it's starting to work. Now it's kind of working. I don't know why it didn't work before, but anyways. Anyways. I do like how this misting bottle is very small. So right now we're just do 1 spray, 2 spray, very minimal. This car is on the wetter side right now, so this tiny little towel is definitely not going to dry this whole car. A little bit of smearing here. Let's do it the way that people like to do it, nice and flat like that. Yep, still some smearing. Yeah, smear. Let's come with the dry side. Better. It's really grabbing. It's like really grabbing the paint. Okay. Very grabby on the paint. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. And there's a lot of streak lines here. So let's come on in with a different towel. I feel like this type of plush towel would be suited better if you had either rinseless wet, where it's like mildly dry, or if you're coming up as a touch-up towel. That towel really was not soaking up the water like it should have. Let's do another example here. Okay. I think this is visually seen. We are, anybody guessing which towel I'm using? We are going to be using Thor's Rinseless Diva, one of my favorite towels. So 2 spritz, 2 little spritz. My 5-minute timer is going off right now. And we're going to just do the same similar experiments where you're just kind of holding it. No streaking at all. And it's very buttery light. We're still using the same side. Nothing at all. Clean side, it's basically slippery. So 10 times better. I'm sorry. It's not even a question. And it's enjoyable to wipe. Do you see that? Super nice and slick and slick. Okay, so let's kind of keep going. Bye-bye, camera. So I would say not the biggest fan of that towel for this specific situation that I just did. I would say, as I mentioned, a little bit suited for quick dry ups. 1 or 2 spritz per panel. You don't need very much. Grace's durability, I believe, is, I have to double check. I think it's 1 to 2 months. Not 1 to 2 months, 1 to 2 weeks. And Grace is supposed to be, they're aimed for slickness and gloss. Okay, if you want more protection, you're gonna reach for Perrier or whatever it's called. Can't think of it. Some French name, I think. Perot or something. Percocet. Grab a couple of perks, okay? If you want more protection, perk 20s will definitely perk you up. Or maybe they won't perk you up. Anyways, I'm getting a little silly here. Dan tends to get a little silly towards the end of his streams. You really don't need very much drying it. It's dried off very well. Still have a little bit here on this door. Yeah, not too bad. I'd say it's far from being like super slick. I'm being very conservative with it. So let's try it in the direct sunlight. See how this performs. Okay, let's just put it in the middle. Double click. Up, down. There we go. That's good enough. Okay. It's getting windy out here too. You can kind of see. You see where it is too, right? So let's see if it's streaking. Still using the same towel. No, no streaking. This towel is getting starting to get a little wet. So the glass is not as friendly when these type of towels start getting a little saturated. But I'd say that wiped off very well. Very, very nice. Okay. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Starting to get, this one's dry here. Let's do this one as a dry method. Come with a different towel because let's try how it feels. So I'm gonna get 3 towels. I'm gonna get 1 towel to dry really quick. I'm gonna get another towel to applicate it, and then I'm gonna towel to buff on. So let's use, ooh, here we go. Here we go. All right. And let's move this other camera because it hasn't had a lot of attention lately. So there we go. Okay. 3 towels. I'm gonna dry it. I'm gonna pluffle it. And then we're gonna level it with the Freebird 600. New towel. New towel. Who this? Not as slick with the new towel. Pretty grabby. I didn't put any grease on this side. I can feel the difference, definitely. Grease might not be the slickest by far, but I can feel that it's much less slick when I'm not using grease at all. Hey, couple of spritz here. Yeah, definitely noticeably slicker. Definitely noticeably slicker here. Okay, so now that this side is dry, let's come in with the dry application. Actually, I'm not gonna use the pluffle. Pluffle's too plush. I'm gonna use it like a leveling towel. Let's use a leveling towel here. So many towels, don't know which to choose. Okay. All right, we're gonna use a leveling towel. Don't know if you can see that. Get a couple of spritz onto the towel and 1 on the panel. We'll do it in the sun first to see how it reacts. Let's see if it makes any streaks or any issues here. I could see the lines where I'm at. And let's try the glass. Glass is flashing off very easily. Now let's come in with a Freebird 600. Nice, super plush towel. Yeah, slick. Not as slick on the glass. Clean side. Not as slick. I mean, it's not crazy slick, but it's comfortable. It's comfortable. Let's try a non in the sun version. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. The wind, you can see the line I just did because the wind, I don't know what you can see here. I'm just gonna eyeball this. I'm assuming you can see it. I'm letting it sit on the paint right now too. You see those 2 lines right there? Really forgiving. No streaking, no issues. I don't see any streaking there. I'm gonna plush it out. Not extreme slickness. I'd say it's a C+ on slickness. They said they emphasize on slickness for this. No. Clean side, not noticeably slicker. It's not, it doesn't feel like a ceramic detail spray, ceramic sealant, coating, etc. I'd say it's not super slick. Okay. That's just to keep it simple. Doesn't feel super slick. Let me just, for the sake of science, let's just knock it out. Back camera. This is so confusing. Okay. And we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Just 2 more hours. Just 2 more. Oh, this new towel's doing some fast work here. If you're ever new, I know a lot of you are not new to this cleaning car industry, but if you're new and you're having towels and they're starting to get wet and you're having issues, just get a clean, dry towel, okay? Just come in with a clean, dry towel. It'll probably even save you 5 minutes of time too, because you're like going over the paint twice that you shouldn't have to if you just have a clean towel, okay? So just come back again with a clean towel. I don't know if you can see this when I'm drying off the hood really fast. Not as slick. I didn't put it on grease. I can tell when I don't. So as I mentioned, it's not crazy slick, but it's slicker than if you don't use it at all. That makes any sense to you guys. So C+ on slickness. C+ on slickness when used as a gloss enhancer. A for how clean it was to dry. Like I'm not having any major streaks or any issues like that at all. Not even a little bit. So that's really nice. Very good. All products seem to perform pretty well in the sun, which is not ideal conditions. And if you read any of their instructions, pretty much all their products they say do not do in the sunlight, do not do on hot panels. So even though I went against their rules, it still did pretty well. So let me come in and wrap it up. Put these towels in a bucket so they don't get bricked, just by the case that they might have some sort of protection in them. And let me join you guys in a second here at the camera. I'm just pouring my towels in. Okay. Very nice. Nice and slick. Nice and purdy. Nice and shiny. We used as a pre-wash snow foam by Fireball. Then we followed it up with Car, their ultra luxurious pH neutral shampoo. Okay. 10 mils for 3 gallons. That's pretty good. 10 mils. Okay. Not 90 mils, not 120 mils. 10. Okay. That's actually truly concentrated. That's, I consider, truly concentrated. 10 mils for 3 gallons. Okay. Then we came in with easy coats. Okay. Another 10 mils, pretty much 11 mils for 250 mils in a sprayer. Really nice. Little goes a long way. You just need a couple per panel and kind of rinse it off. If you want it if you want it extremely crazy, you can do like up to 1 to 15. You don't have to. They can recommend 1 to 30, 1 to 50. Okay, really nice. No streakings, no issues, no buff spots. Everything rinsed off really well. And then Grace was okay. I could probably go a little crazier on Grace. It didn't have any streaking issues. Let's see. Let me put this away. Put that one away. Let's see. They come in with that one. Nice. We did it. We did most of it, guys. We did most of it. We're here. We're proud to be here. And hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. All right. How is everybody? Let's catch up. Is there any questions that I missed that I probably won't read until 24 hours from now that you want me to address now? Just re-ask it right now, and I will try to announce whatever. Pretty good. Yep, for real. Not worth talking about on Dan's live though. Whoa. How's the air quality? Air quality is pretty decent. It's been pretty bad the past couple of days. I think we're sitting around like 130 to 150. It's cleared up a lot better in the last, I'd say 36 hours. But it's hot. I'm hot, guys. Dan, I saw a lot of foot traffic. Yep. A lot of people come and go. I have a lot of clientele. A lot of people really like me washing their vehicles. No wheels. You want me to still do wheels? What are we at right now? How much time are we at? What time is it? It is 7:08. Is it only been an hour? Hour and 20 minutes? You guys want to do some wheels? I will sell you your tap water juice for sure. What was the quick detailer dilution? It was RTU in a mister. Okay, 1 or 2 spritz on the panel. That's all you really needed. Where is it here? Pirouette. That was the name. Pirouette. Pirouette will be your ceramic detailer. Grace Grace is your quick detailer, drying aid, gloss booster, okay? Those names you probably registered from other brands, right? Gloss booster, quick detailer, drying aid, so forth. RTU, Pirouette, concentrated. Let me, I'm not going to jump all over the screens, but I did make some notes here. Pirouette, for those who are curious, we'll go over this stuff later on a different live. But basically, 3 to 6 months protection, 2 hours to cure, 24 hours for full cure, okay? And lasts 3 to 6 months protection. So this like I mentioned earlier, this will be the bridge between a ceramic detail spray and a ceramic sealant. Okay, it's that in between those two. Okay, it's 3 to 6 months. Not as slick, not as glossy. If you want slick and glossy, you're either going to reach for Grace, or you're going to reach for premium hydrophobic wax or Carnauba wax. Carnauba wax. I can go into details later. I can tell you the specifics of the SiO₂ layers and the T1. There's T1 Carnauba in this one right here. So that one's really good. I think the weakest protection they have in the line, if you're looking for a quick detail or something, their quickest or the weakest dilution ratio is going to be their waterless wash direct, which direct means RTU, and they have a waterless wash max. I think it's called max, and that's concentrated. They recommend diluting it 1 to 25. And I've also seen people dilute it as a rinseless, so 256 to 1. That's the pink one. I don't have it here. It must be upstairs in my storage. But waterless wash, RTU, and the concentrated has the weakest protection on their whole line, okay? Followed by their Carnauba wax and their hydrophobic wax. This is also going to be kind of like again, I'm going to deep dive all that stuff later. I will make a nice, cool show for you guys, but I wanted to kind of just help you out there. Oh, Conway's in the house. I've got the entire line of Fireball now, including your coatings. Good stuff, but there's always a but with you, mister. Let's hear what he has to say, and let's see if he doesn't mention the L word. Let's see how good he is. And this is not Voss. This is called Was. KCX sprayer. I do want to try their wheel and tire. The biggest. Oh, you know what? While Conway's writing some positive criticism, I'm going to go to my notes here, and I added a couple of little Easter eggs, as people like call them. I call them pro tips. Okay, so go to my pro tips here. Let's see. So for pro tips, this is what I've gone over here, right? Here is a synthesized mastered list of pro tips combining Fireball and Binder. Binder is they're basically, I don't know, can you see me still? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so Binder is like their economy line or something. I think it's supposed to be like, like KCX has like the blue line where it's like RTU for the most part. Binder is supposed to be their like cheaper raws, cheaper ingredients and stuff like that. I don't know how that works because their Binder shampoo hits, right? 1 to 700. That's not RTU. This is pretty good stuff. 1 to 700. And it's a liter for like, it's on sale right now, I think for like $12 or $13. So this will wash like 64 cars. Pretty good stuff, okay? I'm a fan of dilution ratios. If you're precise like me and you actually weigh out precision, stuff like that, you're not just kind of pouring all over the place. You're not as skeptical when you're buying on a little bit more expensive stuff because you're actually realizing it's like if this is $12 and I can get 64 washes, that's a good price. Okay, so that's how I see it. Let's go over the pro tips real quick here. So for paint gloss stacking trick, their chemistry is Reborn, which is their panel prep. Reborn, Carnauba spray wax, which is what I showed you earlier, and then Fireball Grace. Okay, so after that, once you clean the panel with Reborn, okay, apply the spray wax, the T-Warm gloss, wait 15 minutes, and then stack Grace over it, okay? Grace has 10% SiO₂, and it will lock over the Carnauba, creating a synthetic glass shield that seals in the warm Carnauba glow while adding extreme slickness and anti-static dust rejection. I forgot to mention, Grace is also very anti-static, so hopefully I will drive the car tomorrow, and we'll see if it's, if it's minimal. Second one, the windswept window prep. Okay, so water spot and glass cleaner, which I have over here. There is glass and water spot, which is right here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Anyways, okay, there is some pretty cool stuff. We'll go over that. Ultra dust repellency. They're recommending slick wax with Carnauba spray wax, kind of topping it. One of my favorite ones. Where is it? Tire protection. I don't know. Anyways, there's some cool stuff in here, guys. We'll go over it later. I'm hot. I'm schwitzing right now. See if you have any questions. Corey, what did Conway say here? I want to see what Conway said. Lots of really crazy good stuff coming out from South Korea. I need to find a new buying shipping agent over there. Conway, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to be planning a trip to Asia, probably next year, because the year's already half over. So if you want to do a trip with me, I'm going to take a couple of weeks business trip. I'll disclose the details a little bit more, where I'm going and who I'm seeing and all that fun stuff. But I plan to branch out. I'll just say that. So Conway, if you're serious, you want to come to Asia with me for a few weeks, or at least do a couple of meetups, feel free. I know you're crazy busy. You work like 90 hours a week, which is absurd and it's unnecessary. So also take some time off for yourself, please. Please take a little break. Drink a Voss or two. All right, let's see here. Conway, I know, right? Corey, I have anyone in South Korea? Do you know if Reggie does? Those little car wash bays are badass. All right, let's see. What did Jablinski said? What are we doing for the next hour? That's a good question. Maybe we do some wheels? Let's do some wheels. You guys want to do some wheels? Yeah, we got Brian in the house. Dan, I thought you were coming up to Vancouver. I'm coming up to Vancouver. That's not next year. That's like probably in the next couple of weeks. I still don't have. I don't still have an ITA for Vancouver. That's an option. We're only a couple hours away. I was thinking within the next few weeks. If you have a specific date, Sheepstar, we can dial it in. I still haven't ordered whatever you wanted me to try for you. Dan and Conway live from Asia. Can't wait. That would be pretty cool. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Dan. I have to take off. Cool review on the Fireball products. Thanks for taking time to post and being a great guy. Thank you so much, Chelsea. You're so sweet. Oh, still haven't sent those products out to you. Thank you. Sorry. Let me try. I have the box of my shipping packages and my printer and all that stuff. It still hasn't even been taken out of the box yet. So you're helping me kind of unpack still a little bit. Lug nuts. Add bead maker on top. Ooh, let's do that. Let's do a little bead maker. I love a good bead maker. Okay. Bring it back on stage. Just remove that. And then I think stop sharing. There we go. Okay. You had me at bead maker. Okay. Let's do an area that you can see pretty easily. And let's take off. Let's see. I should be okay. This should be good. You should still be able to hear me loud and clear. Little bit of bead maker. Yeah. Greg is going to be here, by the way, next week. If anyone wants to watch my live stream for next week, so we'll check out Greg. He's going to be dropping off a car. We're going to be doing 2 vehicles. Oh, and also Reggie from Labo Cosmetica will be tuning in next week. So if you like Labo Cosmetica and you like Greg and you like car washing, I hope to see you there. All right, so we're going to come in with a semi-leveling towel. And I already soaked the buffing towel, so let's get a fresh buffing towel. Let's get a pluffle this time. And let's get the legendary, the OG, the king. As someone, the organizer, may have said, the best in the whole world. It is bead maker. All right. Leveling towel, buff it on. We're gonna do this dry, okay? I tend to do this a drying aid. Ooh, look at that nice streak there. Is it gonna be an issue? Let's see. Not bad. Nice little circular motions there. No pressure. Coming with the legendary retired pluffle. Can't get these anymore, boys. Definitely slicker. Slicker? For sure. Clean side again. Yeah, I'd say it's a B plus in slickness. Definitely feels nice. Oh, feels beautiful. Oh yeah, much different. Over here, it's like it feels like unprotected. Here, it feels like a little butter. Little bit of butter. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, so I'd say a noticeable difference. Much more noticeable. And also, bead maker smells like just heaven. I love a good. Well, what does bead maker smell like to everybody, guys? I think it's supposed to be like a mango or something, but honestly, to me, it smells like the '80s. Smells like Barbie dolls and cheap plastic. That's what it smells like to me. Well, I'm giving you guys a seizure.
Let's come
Let's
on
come
back
on
up
back
on
up on
stage.
stage.
And let's mute him so I can talk and actually remute it. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to do a brief overview of what we just did. We did a snow foam. We did the pre-wash. Okay. This is 100 mils. Only needed 10 mils, right? So this could yield you 10 pre-washes. Okay. And now I messed up. I only did 500 milliliters in 10 mils, and they're recommending 10 mils for full liter. So it could have been probably a little bit runnier, and I probably would have been able to do a lot more of the car, as if, like, the wheel wells and the wheels, stuff like that. I had just enough with a half a liter with 10 mils, and it performed really well. Nice citrusy fragrance. Pours, the viscosity is excellent. Bottles are so cute, right? I love these cute little, you squeeze them, they're nice and firm. This was like $7 if I recall. I already deleted it, but yeah, it's like $7, or let's just say $10, $1 a wash, right? Then we come in with the contact wash, which is over there. I don't have a second one, so I gotta go walk over there. This is called Car 1 to 1,000 shampoo, pH neutral, titanium oxide. It has a beautiful, like, look at that. It's like I don't know, it's like a glistening, like glitter, right? It's got like a nice glitter. The pour was okay. It's a C plus, C minus for pour. It's not the worst. It's far from the best. The dilution ratio was there though. The suds in the bucket was pretty decent, but I don't remember seeing very good. Like, again, I foamed on snow foam. I probably could. They don't really recommend this in the bucket wash, so I don't know how they expect me to really do it. But I would say it's supposed to be ultra. This is their like super ultra top of the line, fancy schmancy soap, right? They have plenty of really good soaps out here that are like really good price. They have really good fragrance. The pours okay, right? Like, again, very similar pouring, kind of like a Rogue or whatever. This is kind of similar. You can kind of see the bubble in there, right? You see that bubble? The fragrance was pretty quick. I noticed it, like, when I was pouring it into the bucket. I noticed it when I was foaming it in the bucket, but when I was applying it onto the paint, I didn't really smell it very much. And I can't remember how it rinsed off because I foamed on snow foam, so it's kind of like defeats the purpose on truly knowing how it would rinse off. But the smell was pleasant. It was like a women's hair shampoo kind of smell. It wasn't too crazy. Then we did Easy Coat. There we go. There's another Easy Coat here. Easy Coat 100 ml bottle for $7, $10, something like that. 1 to 50. Okay, so like wet coat, right? Cuts of a wet coat, luminous aqua, heavily concentrated, good stuff. It had like a nice clear. Let me just go grab it real quick. It reminds me of rapid rinseless wash. It has that like clearish, bluish. Oh, sorry, I forgot. When I go away from the computer and I don't have my, it's hard to hear me. So yeah, it's got that like clearish, bluish, 1 to 50 here. I like it. Not much of a fragrance. Didn't smell fragrance at all. Yeah, no fragrance. Zero fragrance at all. So that's a good thing. That's a bad thing. That's just no fragrance. Rinsed off very well for its weakest dilution. There's a minimal froth, very minor. That was really nice. And then last but not least, we came in with the Grace, another 100 ml bottle. I like these bottles a lot. They're really pretty. They're really stiff. Not as slick as I was expecting. I wanted bead maker slick. I wanted Garage Therapy Quick 2 slick. I wanted something really slick, right? This is supposed to be their highest, glossiest quick detailer. Right? Obviously, there's waxes and they have coatings and stuff, right? So they even have this chemical called wax turbulion, and that's basically a coating over your wax. So you wax and then you coat over your wax. So Fireball is like on a whole different level than a lot of other brands out there. But if we're going to keep it simple, Grace RTU, not the slickest, not much fragrance, very forgiving. I didn't see any streaks. I didn't see any errors. I didn't have to like come in with panel prep to kind of correct it. Nothing like that. So I would say the slickness is wish it was a little bit better. I wish there was a little bit of fragrance in there. But I do like they come with a little small little misting bottle. A little goes a long way. You could get a bigger bottle. You could get a half a liter, right? But I don't think you need as much. Then again, I haven't used it enough. I'm gonna try to try it out like privately and just kind of like test to see if I can kind of like see where it fails or see where it gives me issues. But right now, as directed, even in the sunlight, even on a dry, warmer panel, it did really well. And that's pretty much it. Where are we at, guys? Easy Up is my jam. I was supposed to get some Easy Up, but I haven't gotten it yet. I'm a little delayed on finding all that good stuff. Yeah, Wax Bouillon, I think it's called. Those ball bottles. What are you talking about? Fireball reminds you of Rad Garage. Oh, yeah, definitely. Bro, once it cools down, though, damn. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Fireball is decent, but they have a lot of good stuff, but are failing behind many other South Korean brands. I wonder which one, Conway. I wonder which one. I'm just kidding. Okay. Bro is holding a bottle. It looks like a lubricant. You know what, Brandon? That one was definitely this one. That one was definitely. I went to my local doctor's appointment. I'll just say, and yeah, but smells really good. Smells just like similar to mine too. Very fruity and very like shampoo-y. Just wish it was a little slicker too. So overall, I would say my favorite product of the four would have been the Snow Foam. This is probably my favorite. It had a good fragrance, citrusy, rinsed off really well. You know, that secondary surfactant layer was pretty minimal. Didn't reactivate, especially when you're doing a pre-wash. You really don't want to have soaps reactivating over and over again. That's really tedious. So getting a quick pre-wash. I did use Yum Citrus 1 to 10 hiding over there in the IK, right there, and that was helping me a little bit. But overall, I think they did a really good job. Snow Foam is touched by Satan. Yes, it is. It has red 40 in it, so don't drink it, okay? Or maybe it has red 40. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just saying something. Okay. Any last questions before I wrap it up? I feel like I should be just going longer, right? It's kind of like my thing, but again, I just kind of want to do you want me to kind of deep dive the four? But I think we're on a good note here. I've heard CarPro blends for Katsuba and others. Ooh, but I'm not up on my Korean dramas. Ooh, that would be interesting. Because Katsuba works with a lot of cool people. That would be interesting. Bro, CarPro needs to steal some of those formulas. Sounds like you're dabbling in them if they're blending. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that fun drama, Joey. But this so far, the concentrations, I like the concentration dilutions for these products. I like some of the fragrances, like this car shampoo. Big fan of. I haven't tried Pirouette yet. I haven't tried a lot of these things yet. I can't recall. I don't think we tried the acid wash or the hydro foam, which is basically like Yum's Foam Plus. This would be like Foam Plus. And then hydro shampoo, which would be like, I don't know, CES from Coach Chemi, right? Ceramic Effect shampoo. This would be like a ceramic effect shampoo. And a lot of other stuff. There's an APC back there. Oh, and their towel cleaner. Their towel cleaner is crazy. So this dilution ratio is 1 to like 2,000 or something. I think you just need like 3 milliliters or 5 milliliters for a whole wash. So it's extremely concentrated and it still looks really good. So I really need to start trying this towel wash. Yeah. So, and you can kind of see when you shake it up, it has like that kind of like gel in there. You can kind of see the bubbles. Yeah, you can kind of see it. My lights are acting up. My lights are telling me to wrap it up, boys. Oh, Vanguard and Kotzebue. Oh, you know what I was going to do? Maybe should I wax? I don't have any waxes down here. I should have grabbed the Fireball wax. How about next week or in a couple of weeks when Joey Belinsky has me on his podcast, maybe we'll do a little waxing and you guys can decide what wax you guys want me to do and what applicator. Would that sound fun? OG soap juice, duh. Best ever. All-time great. Oh, Joey, I'm getting some OG soap juice. Thanks to Mike Zillis. Everyone knows who Michael Zillis is. Thank you so much, Mike. He's sending me a sample bottle to try out. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And if Corey's still in the house, as I mentioned, Greg is going to be on next week for Labo Cosmetica, and we're going to have Reggie on. I'm going to speak with Reggie, and I'm going to go over a couple of products that I have. If I can see here, there's a box right there already ready. Compliments to Reggie. Reggie sent me that box. It's the 3pH system. And I went and bought like another 8 chemicals. So those are supposed to come in on Sunday. So on Sunday, once the package comes in, I'm going to take my little fancy schmancy picture like I always do, a nice thumbnail, and then I will make a post for Labo Cosmetica next Friday. Co-hosting in person. Greg Siebold will be here in person, and we're going to be washing his Mustang and a surprise vehicle that I have already worked up in the system. So we're going to be washing 2 vehicles with Reggie, with Labo Cosmetica products, and I'm going to be using a product that even Corey doesn't have yet. Can you believe that? I have something that Corey doesn't have from Labo Cosmetica, and we're going to try it out before he's even tried it out. So hopefully that sounds enticing to some of you people. Hopefully. Sample bottles is only $40. Which sample bottles are we talking about? I know I'll be there. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate it. Yep. Oh, Corey, as I mentioned, Corey's sending me a bottle of Energo. That's their water spot remover. The car that I'm working on has some water spot damage. So let's see what Energo. I think it's called Energizo or whatever. Energo. Let me know. Brandon, you're supposed to help me fix the lights, actually. You see how it just randomly flickers and then it just doesn't. And and notice how it wasn't doing it this whole 2 hours. It just randomly sometimes goes or not. So I'm at the point where I just go with the flow and I just say it's the Ghost of Franco or something like that. That's basically what I'm at. Kotzebue standard line is a real enthusiast lineup. Their red line will be directed more pro. Conway, what is the difference between a pro line and an enthusiast line other than dilution ratio? Tell me a quick response to that. I'm curious. I just want to be a prosumer. What is a prosumer? Is a prosumer someone that gets paid to basically try stuff? What is a prosumer? Did you get Labo foam cannon, Mondo? No, but I do have. I'm on the list to purchase it. When it comes in, I'll be able to be notified, so I'll be able to at least buy it. So that'll be good. Energizo and Percocet. Is that right? Am I spelling that right? Percocet. So Belinsky's going to take a couple of perks, and then we're going to be trying on whatever I just mentioned. I already forgot. So I'm going to have to rewatch this later. I'm curious what Conway's going to say. If you had 100 minutes and no wheels cleaned, you won. That is funny. That is funny because I was going to wash the wheels. I had a bucket there, right? I had a little bucket. He was getting ready to be filled up. But because I don't have a sink, it's not as fun. I could wash some wheels. You guys want to wash some wheels? Let's wash some wheels. Let's wash some wheels, boys. All right, let's wash some wheels. I'm going to spend 2 seconds rinsing this out. So what I'm going to do is, can I just play an intro video? Can I just play intro and just play this? Let's see. I'm going to play and be right back, okay? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to do some rinsing and get this bottle clean because I don't have a sink here, so I'm just going to be see you in a second. Alrighty. Whoop. Oh, of course my lights are just stuck on there. That's funny. Okay. I'm gonna come that close because I know my audio is not on, or maybe it is on. Actually, if I just go like this, yeah, should be able to hear me. Cool. All right, going back. You go back, sir. Get back where you came from. You shall not pass. All right, so I'm gonna remove this because you should be able to hear me. Let's weigh out a little bit of wheel and tire cleaner. So, as I mentioned briefly, this is a little bonus. We're coming over with the Binder Line Premium Wheel and Tire. If you can read Korean, it says to do stuff in Korean, okay? But I don't read Korean, so I had to go online. There's basically saying you could use this straight or up to 1 to 5, but ideally, you're going to want to use this 1 to 3, and they recommend 1 to 5 for engine bays and even interior cleaning. So we're going to do 1 to 3, okay? So we're going to pour 300 mils of water, distilled water, and just a little under. Just a little under. There we go, 300 mils. And we are going to pour in 100 mils of solution in this freshly rinsed out Labo bottle. Curious how this will be. All right, so 100 mils. Double shake it again, just for good measure. This is a pH of 11. Let's see this. Pours pretty well, nice and clear. Couple of particles in there. Not bad. A little bit of stuff floating around in there. Citrusy, kind of smells like a Pine Sol cleaner. Pouring pretty bad today, but it's okay. All right. All right, Binder Premium Wheel and Tire 1 to 3 dilution ratio. Okay, let's go ahead and wash 2 wheels. We're gonna wash 2 wheels, and I'm gonna get a bucket here. Clear this out because I need my other hose to fill the bucket. The other bucket's way quicker. So bear with me just 2 seconds, guys. Car Show shampoo smells good. Let's get four gallons really quickly. All right. Quick connects for the win. What's your over under on pour time? Oh. Got about a gallon in right now. This is so slow. About 2 gallons. Nice cold water. Come on. This is fun, right, guys? Next time, take your bets on how long it takes to fill up the water. Looking like about 3 gallons. This is a 7-gallon bucket, by the way. All right. Pretty much coming up to 4 gallons here. All right, that's good enough. That's about 4 gallons. All right. Turn this off. clear that out, and then I'm gonna come back with the pressure washer again because I'll need the pressure washer to rinse it. Not that I really need it, but I like pressure washer over garden hose to rinse off the wheels if I can. All right, so let's get that ready again. All righty. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna get some seat because I'm an old man. I need to sit. This man needs to sit. All right. Oh. Good. This is a good time to try this out here. Hold on a second, guys. Let me try this out because we're having fun here. Let me come in with my wheel camera. This is gonna be the wheel camera. Let's see if I can do this, guys. Allow my. Alrighty. All right, put this in here. And then reverse the camera. Ultra wide. Oh, there we go. Let's go put that on the screen. Look at that. Did Dan just find something pretty key? Where am I at? There we go. Oh yeah, that's kind of a cool angle. That's kind of key. That looks like we're doing stuff, boys. A little bit higher. There we go. Okay. Quick spritz. Okay. And then we're gonna come in with the wheel and tire. Do I have any cleaning tools? I have some cleaning tools. Okay. So premium wheel and tire, 1 to 3, 300 mils of water, 100 mils of products. Shake it up. Let's give it a shot. A little runny. Let's see how it agitates with the brush. Has a citrus smell, not very caustic. When I said like lemon pledge, it had more of a lemony smell. It's definitely more of like a lemon citrus. The sudsing is minimal. I would like a little bit better suds. We could try this straight on the next wheel and see how that is. I'll just pour the thing in. Okay, so that's okay. Minimal. Wheel facing brush. The sudsing is minimal. I'd say it's nothing too crazy. Slickness, pretty decent. Definitely feels slick. Sometimes, as I mentioned, having no suds is kind of nice because then you can kind of see where you've missed or where you haven't been. Like with rinseless wash, being able to kind of see your wheels is less likely that you're actually going to miss the dirt when you come off and rinse it. So there's kind of perks to having no suds. Like, for instance, I'm able to see my wheels right here. Okay. Not super lubricious. And for Brandon and for Brant, we're doing the lug nuts. Lug nuts. Okay. No pressure, just get around them. And we'll come in and rinse this off. So far, this binder wheel and tire, it smells okay. Not really crazy dwell time. Yeah, rinser. Pretty decent rinse. Wheels are nice and flat. If I didn't just pour out that bottle of Easy Coat, I would have just sealed it with some Easy Coat. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come take this out and try the next wheels straight. So we're gonna do a straight dilution, and then we're gonna get a couple sprays to kind of clear out that 1 to 3. So now it's really should be straight. And then let's see if I'm quick with this. Should be able to quickly just move the camera. Look at this, guys. I got a wheel cam now. Dan's got a wheel cam. All righty. Shout out to Dan and his wheel cam. And I'm sure you love this multiple angles, so why don't we here? So this camera is a lot easier to kind of get angles like this. And this camera, this is what I wanted, but this mount is just too high. It doesn't get this low. So this time we're going to do this straight with no spraying of the wheels. And we're going to do, instead of 1 to 3, we're going to use it straight. So this should be pretty much the most effective way of cleaning. Definitely a lot whiter. More of a lemony, citrusy smell. It's coming with the, oh, I'm starting to cough now. Starting to cough. Smell the cleaner here. Sudsing is not much better. Slightly, but not much better. I would say I would stick to 1 to 3. And 1 to 3 wasn't making me almost cough here. Let's see. Yeah, this is still not sudsing like crazy. I want it to suds more. Yeah, sudsing C+. C+ for dwell time on suds. B, C+ to a B for fragrance is like a nice lemon, not super strong. But if you're using it straight, it's a little strong. I would probably do it outside. It's not like crazy strong, but it's not super pleasant. Let me get my pressure washer just so I have it ready. And let me foam up this water because I sprayed a couple spritz in here. All right. Wheel face. Couple more layer here. Definitely cutting through this dirt here. Very slick. Definitely feels slick on the rims. I wish it foamed a lot better on the tire. Not a big fan of how it foams. I would definitely add some sort of dwell time on the even straight, right? Non-diluted. Still kind of like I need to upgrade this seat. It barely rolls over the rocks here. Yeah, not bad. I'd say it's not bad, but it's also not excellent. I'd say it's okay. Yeah, slick. Smells like lemon. I don't see much difference between 1 to 3 and straight. Slightly better, not much better. Foaming, minimal. Not the worst, but not the best for sure. Let's come and rinse this off. Sorry, starting to feel like it's already starting to dry on the tires. And it's definitely not doing anything to this protection. It is still this Armor All. The Armor All is definitely holding strong. Now this pH is 11. I think their all-purpose cleaner is a pH of 12 or 13. So if you're having issues, I would even try the all-purpose cleaner. Rinsing off pretty well. Some still stuck in the lug nuts here. But yeah, overall pretty decent. I would I probably would not be purchasing this wheel and tire cleaner. Just saying. I would not be buying this. I'd say it's all right. It's okay. Nothing too special. All right, let's go to the computer and wrap it up here. Okay. Did everyone have fun tonight? Let's see. Let me just raise this. Raise the roof. Oh. Front camera. There we go. Lights, camera, and action. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. Let's see if everything is good. Let's see. Comments. There's 250 new comments. That's great. All right, guys. Well, what do you guys think about the wheel and tire? Let me just go down to the new comments here. What was your thoughts on this wheel and tire, guys? Let me know. Come on, I want to see rubber rot. You know what? I could just, you know what, Sheepstar, I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start cleaning the car every time with Ulex, which I have right there in that cabinet, and then I'm gonna just use nothing but Ulex, just strictly, just for you. Now get Dark Fury and Terminator it out. Don't say that Dan will rinseless them next if he reads that comment. All right, let's get some rinseless. I heard Dark Dragon is looking for that detailed Popo rinseless wash. I got some. I'm gonna send it to you, Dark. So, um, yeah. I asked him if he wanted anything else, and he says, "What do you got?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What do I got? I have like 5,000 things. You just ask me what you want, and I will say if I have it. All right? Don't ask me what I got when you know I have 6,000 things. But I got you, Alvin. Alvin, I got you. So anyway, says it's weak sauce. Yeah, it didn't look very good. It was pretty underwhelming. I would say C plus. C plus. It was not awful, but honestly, if I had to choose that or rinseless wash, I would say there's some rinseless washes. You don't have to do 256 to 1, but plenty slick. Plenty slick. Fragrance is good. Dilution, right? So you're saving a lot of money. You're not wasting but you're not using a lot more product on per cost, and you're going to get the same results. And rinsing rinseless is very easy to rinse off. Wheel cleaner meh. Franco has the best water. Very nice. Google Vancouver water quality. Yeah, sheep. Mine's 24 or something. I think yours is around there as well. And I tested my Culligan, whatever, that's 0, but I didn't show it on film. Next time I will. He's tapped into Mount Everest. No, I'm tapped into Mount Rainier and Mount Baker and Mount Olympia. We have the 3 mountains here, so we're tapped in. We got all that. We have all that charcoal just filtering all our water. Okay, I pay a lot of taxes for it. Yes, we do too. Yes, man. Might as well flex. Everyone says, "Oh, I got 500 TDS." That's cool, man. Cool. Anyways. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're just pushing the 2-hour mark, so I think this is good to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't have any affiliate links for fireball.usa. Just go in and buy. Oh, also important. If you are buying stuff from Fireball, their shipping is a little crazy. Okay. I'm not going to get into it, but their shipping is always not the most accurate. You'll put in an item, it'll be like $20 for shipping, and you'll put like a tiny little bottle of something, and it's like $150 in shipping. So what I would say is, if you're getting an order that's a decent size, reach out to me, and I'll reach out to Luke for you, or just reach directly to Luke, and I'll give you his information, and he'll kind of help you kind of dial in the actual shipping costs. So yeah, be sure to check out fireball.usa and make sure that your shipping is an exorbitant price. And hopefully, let me just remove this because it doesn't need to be removed. Yeah. So hopefully that'll be not too overwhelming for you on that sense. And what else we got here? Yeah. So Fireball, pretty cool. Happy with it. Wheel and tires, not so good. Grace, not so slick. But everything else did pretty damn good. I was really happy with it. So thanks again for tuning in. My name is Dan, Diamond Detailing. I don't have any disclosures because everything I say is correct all the time with no discussion whatsoever. So I never really have to put any discretionary disclosures because everything I say is pretty much true. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this wonderful Friday. I'll see you next week with Greg, Lava Cosmetica, and Reggie. And see you guys then, okay?